Hi, this is Farrell, and this is the pages 11 and 12 of issue 3 of Robot Tod, or part 3, chapter 3, whatever. I'm calling them parts, I guess, because, I want to collect them all into like one big book eventually. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the thumbnails there up on the left. This is page 11. And you can see the different stages there that I went through penciling, from a lot of times I don't film the pencils just because I'm like inspired to draw and I don't want to like set up the camera. And a lot of times I'm using my phone too to like look at reference, not for these pages necessarily, but, I guess the umbrella. And so yeah, here I am inking this with a brush. It's a Raphaël 8404. And that little bottle of white paint there, that's opaque white, I think by Dr. Martens. And that's the same kind of ink I use as Dr. Martens ink. And I really like the way this stage of the drawing looks without all the other color on it like that. I don't think it looks bad, but once I started adding that gray-blue color, the other colors, I felt like it lost a little something that it had to lose in order for the whole thing to feel complete and consistent and readable, as a story. It's like, I feel like if I start, playing too much with the different colors and stuff, then people are gonna be like, wait, what's going on here? Why is this thing this color now? Or this, if there's not like a distinct direct purpose to do it, other than that looks neat, I feel like it would take away from the story and like distract what I'm trying to say. I didn't really feel like painting anymore at this point. Like I knew it was just going to be like one more or maybe like 2 more sessions of painting and I could get done with it, or just need to spend like a day with it. But instead of painting it, I just started working on the pencils from the next page. So I thought, since I did it so fast too, I just combined them into one video. And then I started looking at the previous page, the page before the previous page, and the sky, and it didn't really look consistent with the rest of the pages. So I went back and changed that too. I added some like clouds and darkened up the sky to kind of get it to look more like these pages. I wanted it to feel like Todd was, as he was walking to this little crystal area, it would be getting darker as he went. So I wanted to get to kind of like darker and murkier. Like it started off as sort of hazy and this gray-green, and then it slowly gets, or not even that slowly, over the course of like 3 or 4 pages. I want it to be like nighttime, like right after he breaks SEPT out of the ice crystal prison thing. Here I'm just going over, this is my last session, I think, watercoloring it. And and there's that page I was talking about, page 9, where I added the clouds and stuff to it. And that's about where I did it. There you can kind of got a better shot of it, see what the sky looks like. And I later, at the end of or near the end of the video, I'll compare the two, show you what it looked like before. Or you can just watch the old video too, where I completed it, or nearly completed it, apparently. But yeah, so here I'm inking the next page, page 12, with the Raphaël 8404, number 2. I switched from a 4 to a 2 like a year or 2 ago. You can see on the left, that's my little inking setup there with like the little water bottle. I have like an old contact lens thing that I put in like a styrofoam and duct tape, and use that. And every once in a while I pop it out and crack it and take all the dried ink out of there. So speaking of, it's kind of like Robot Tod's cracking SEPT out of this prison here. But here I'm doing some ink wash and watercolor washes with the background. As I was staring at this page, just was kind of seeing those exact colors in the background. So that's why I did that first. A lot of times I'll start with Todd's yellow stripes. Like that'll be like the first thing I start coloring, because it's like, that'll be like my base. Like, oh, I know he's basically in this white jumpsuit with yellow stripes, so I'll just get the stripes out of the way. And I usually will end up forgetting to to add one part of the yellow, usually like on his neck or one of the ear things, or like all the ear things, sometimes I'll just like, okay, I'm done with all the yellow. I don't think there needs to be any more yellow. And then I'll go away and then come back and I'm like, oh, I didn't color in the stripe on his leg. I didn't even add any kind of stripe on his leg, or, he has those stripes on his side. I need to go through all these pages and try to find all the areas that I forgot to add some of the yellow stripes on them. This page is getting pretty close to being done. I just finished it up today, actually. And this session looks like it was from maybe yesterday. And then I did the same thing where I got kind of bored of painting, and I was like, I went up to like a coffee shop and started this page, and then I realized I forgot my ruler and a bunch of other stuff. So when I came home to paint, I'm just gonna keep penciling this page, and I ended up penciling the next page. So it's kind of cool though, because I feel like it's sort of inspiring me to keep working on the book. Is like, look, as I'm doing, trying to concentrate on the page I'm doing, I get to a point where I'm sort of feeling like, this is sort of feeling like a slog. And then it's like working on that next page is what makes me feel like, oh yeah, cool, I want to hurry up and get to inking this. So I'm going to go back, and then like the time away from coloring or whatever, like it'll be enough time to where I'll want to dive back into it, and I feel excited about working on it again. And I'm waiting to letter this page here. I was pretty satisfied with most of the dialogue on this page, but there's like a bunch of little things like I don't want any of the characters to repeat words in the same few pages. So even to the very last, I was changing words here and there. And the dialogue on these pages is mostly Sept's little friend EMBER, being very concerned for Sept and wanting Tod to hurry up and help Sept get out of the little crystal prison. But then as Tod's doing these, like, some kind of arcane actions, like there's like this thing on Ember's back or Sept's back that Tod like waves his hand over that, like, wakes her up, like recharges her or whatever. And when Tod's doing this, I got the idea of like, because this like little Ember creature is sort of like all the negative, gross parts of Sept, but still kind of like, yeah, you can see here I'm taking a break from the painting. I just sort of was looking at that page and wanting to pencil it. But kind of like sort of some of like the uglier parts of, what's inside. And, sort of I wanted to kind of represent like sort of fear of the unknown, or like just, yeah, I don't know. But I got that idea to sort of have her like, freaking out. But yeah, so there's the page 9 again, and then you'll see here there's what it looks like now, but there's the older page, just like kind of brighter sky. Not that looked bad, but I wanted it to feel more like consistent with this page and this page where the sky was getting darker, and it just didn't feel like it fit with that really bright green. But there's the scanned in finished of that one, page 11, and then next page is 12 here. And yeah, so the lettering on that page too, I kind of uncharacteristically waited till the very last before I lettered that one. But that scene directly ties into the Sept and Ember comic that's coming out. I still have the crowdfunder going for it, so if you want to get a copy of this, you can go to the crowdfunder, which is, there you go, and there'll be a link in the description too if you want to get it. It's like a 32-page comic, and it's just featuring Sept and Ember, and it ties in directly to the comic. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, just $2 a month, you get this print along with it. And my Patreon is Feral Dal. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.